Happy Easter! Oh wait, too early. Happy Christmas Eve? I don't know. What's really so special about Christmas Eve? Like, is there really a reason to even have it on the calendar? It's like, oh, get excited for Christmas a day early, even though you're gonna be excited. It was like, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, hey guys, well, we got a match here against, FierceBirdOfFlame. It's actually an OU match, which I was like going to get the save file, and then I was like, wait, this is an OU battle against him? I expected EU, but I don't know, whatever. Anyways, teams. I'm using just a bunch of random shit that looks synergetic together for the most part, so, you know, that's his team, kind of the same thing, I guess, in a sense, but, looking at it, what's really going to be important on my side are going to be both the Conch Elder and the Landorus, because, Conch Elder beats up half his team pretty easily. Landorus kind of does the same thing, too. Really, the main thing I want to get rid of is Nidoking to make Magnezone be a bit more helpful. His Gengar and Scout what his Hydreigon is to make my Gengar a bit more useful, and in general, just play well. I don't know, but looking at it, what he'll want to do, probably he'll want to lead off with T-Tar, so I'm going to go with Swampert, probably. Oh, I left a really long time for the team review. But, you know, Swampert can beat T-Tar out fairly easily, and any other potential lead, most of them I should be good against, because, you know, potential leads are potential leads. The other thing would be like Tentacruel or Hydreigon or Gengar even, but most of those I can pair up well against, which decides to go with Gengar, so I'm like, alright, cool, Swampert lead, I can get rocks up, probably take a hit, but then I figure out, wait, I accidentally brought my Choice Banded Swampert because I really wanted rocks, because looking at the rest of my team, nothing else has rocks, so obviously I brought this on mistake. But, yeah, he sets up sub. I noticed no leftovers, so I feel safe going for another Waterfall, but he brings in Tentacruel knowing I may want to go for another one, and I do, because I was like, let's hit this thing since I know he won't have Disable. But gonna go into Landorus now, because I know he's not going to want to go for Scald, and he knows I'm going to want to switch out, so he might as well just go for a layer of Toxic Spikes. And here, I thought he was going to predict the Earthquake and switch out, but I guess he predicting him to predict the Earthquake, so he stayed in predicting my U-turn, and I U-turn out to Magnezone, because I figure, alright, I can take a Scald and some other Shiznitzels. I don't know why Shiznitzels, but Shiznitzels now, apparently. So, got Magnezone in, he's going to switch out. I felt like just Thunderbolting in case he predicted the sub, but he goes out to Nidoking, and I'm like, no, I don't like this. I don't like this piece of shit. I don't like it. So, I'm going to go into Dragonite, because it's my special defensive sub T-Wave Dragonite. So, I might as well go out to that, because that can probably take a fire move thing. So, here, I decided to take a gamble, hoping I can live an Ice Beam, and maybe he'll be Scarfed or something. So, here, he kind of alludes to being Scarfed, but I go for the Dragon Tail, just to hit whatever, which happens to be the T-Tar, and he brings in Gengar, and, yeah, I don't know, but I should be able to just kind of threaten this thing with a Dragon Tail a bit, make him keep subbing down, eventually Pain Splitting, and then I can get another free Dragon Tail going on him, so he's going to sub down again, and I missed the Dragon Tail, which, I don't like it. Stupid fucking Dragon Tail missing, and then he gets a Pain Split, and then I miss again, so that kind of means Dragonite might be useless unless I decide to save it, which I kind of do, because it's like Dragonite's my only guy that can safely come in on Gengar slightly enough to really take it on head on, so I really have to work to preserve this Dragonite, at least get rid of his sub so I can try and do something else, but at this point all I can really do is roost up on his Shadow Balls, try and stall him down a little bit for Pain Splits, and then get high enough to where I am safe to Dragon Tail away his sub, then roost back up, and then Dragon Tail him away in general. So that's kind of what's going on here. Kind of stupid shit, but that's what happens when you miss 2 Dragon Tails in a row. You gotta do stupid shit. There's another Pain Split, and here I weirdly go for Substitute, thinking, hey, this'll help me somehow, when in reality I should have just roosted again, because I would have been at multi-scale, would have been in a decent enough spot, so I'm just weird. That's what you gotta conclude from it. I'm just weird. But, yeah, more stuff. I don't know. I see Pokemon cards right next to me. That's all. I don't know. Slight distraction to get us through this little stally moment. And there's a Zweilous right here. I need more Pokemon cards. I do not have that many, like actual Pokemon cards. But, well, I have this little stack right here and then a starter deck I bought. That's all I got, so I need more. I don't know. Anyways, I get back up to multi-scale here and he gets a special defense drop right there and it's like, no! But I know I can take another Shadow Ball, so I might as well just Dragon Tail again in case he wants to sub up and all that shiz. But he decides just Shadow Ball playing out because special defense drop, and I finally get a Dragon Tail off on him. Almost kill him, which is where Stealth Rocks would come in handy, because now he can switch in again after he gets something on his team killed, so he can get a free switch to try and pain split something. Bring in the Jellicent, though, and that's gonna take anything, and I can't really risk roosting up on it in case he tries to kill me with an Ice Beam or something. So I go into Magnezone, thinking he might have Ice Beam or something, but it turns out he just has Shadow Ball, which I can still take easily, very easily. So this time, I know Nidoking might want to come in, so I'm going to go for the Substitute, because that'll block... Actually, it won't block anything, and it'll just give me a scouting opportunity, plus a chance to HP Ice him, because why not? So he's going to go for the Flamethrower again, which obviously breaks my sub, and HP Ice will kind of do a nice chunk, because it is a Magnezone after all. But it did do a bit more than I thought it would, so I'm perfectly okay with that, but I can't be perfectly okay with that because I gotta switch out, because I can't take another Flamethrower. So I go into Swampert just in case he isn't Scarfed, and it turns out he goes for Thunderbolt, meaning he's Life Orb, which was very, very viable, but he was just baiting it before. But now Swampert's in, and I can just kill him off with an Earthquake, because I don't really give a shit, because Swampert's basically dead weight after the next hit, which was Earth Power, which did way too much. Fuck. So, yeah, definitely is dead weight. So he's just going to bring in a Hydreigon and just U-turn out, because why the fuck not? And he's going to bring in his, what's this thing called again? Tentacruel. I decided to bring in Landers, and I'm going to predict him to predict my U-turn, so I'm going to stay in an Earthquake instead of going for U-turn again, and he decides to just stay in and take that Earthquake instead of predicting me to Earthquake. I don't know. Point is, he died. So now he brings in Gengar, which is that free switch I was talking about. So I'm like, alright, what's the weakest thing I have? Dragonite. He won't be able to pain split that much off me, so I can bring this in, and he won't get that much, and then I can force him just to attack instead of do some other stupid shit. And then he'll be really low, maybe in killing range of Sandstorm and Life Orb and stuff. So Life Orb and Sandstorm doesn't take him out. Well, I got Landorus with U-turn. That should be enough to take him out. And it is, because it's less than 5%-ish something. So better take him out. But again, going to Conkeldurr, because he's got T-Tar, Jellicent, and, what's that other guy? Hydreigon. So all of those are hit by something hard by Conkeldurr. So he's going to go into Jellicent and just surf me. But I got that payback shenanigans. I don't know why it's a shenanigan all of a sudden, but it's obviously a shenanigan now because I just declared it was. And if I declare it, it's obviously true for why I am Wild Chase, the person who has a reverse hollow, what's it called? Reverse hollow, let me find it. Reverse hollow Watchog. Anyways, he recovered up thinking that Payback's mechanics were, in the sense that he has to hit me in order for me to get my boost, but it's not like that because I get the boost still because mechanics are dumb. So I take him out. They're not dumb for me, but they don't work out for him because he dies, but now he brings in Hydreigon, which it Mach Punch does a shit ton. I am okay with that damage. And if I had Stealth Rocks, this thing would probably be dead right now, but since I don't have Stealth Rocks, because bringing wrong Swampert's like a boss, he's not dead. He is fairly alive. But now, I'm gonna bring in Landorus and just U-turn, because that'll kill off the, it'll kill off the Hydreigon, but it'll also deal huge damage to T-Tar, which, does. So I'm like, alright, let's bring in Magnezone. I can fire off a Thunderbolt, and that'll do a good chunk, and then hopefully I can just bring in Landorus again and U-turn after this Magnezone finally dies. So Thunderbolt does a good enough chunk where I think U-turn should be able to take him out, but he has superpower to take me out instead of having to go for Fire Blast, which is a possible not kill, but probably not, because Magnezone's still kind of damn. But he does take me out, whatever. Gonna bring in Landorus, obviously, because I said before I was gonna U-turn with it, and that's just what I do. And he goes in Hydreigon for fodder, because I still have my Gengar left, which I never even brought out this entire match, so he has a chance of making me miss. But the thing is, if Gengar somehow dies, I can just bring in Landorus for the Earthquake, so really it's just whatever. So, Focus Blast though, and I actually managed to hit, and then he'll die because Focus Blast kind of is a big deal to T-Tar, so that'll be the match. So good game, FierceBirdOfFlame. Yeah, that was an interesting match. Really wish I could have gotten Rocks up in that match, because that probably would have helped me out a hell of a lot more than a Choice Banded Swampert. Plus I could have had Scald Ice Beam, diversity, but I didn't, so yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope none of you get a Reverse Hollow Watchog for Christmas, because that is terrible, terrible card. I don't know why, but that's probably like the worst Reverse Hollow I have right now, but I don't know, whatever. I'm dragging this out too long. By the way, no TCGO video today because I'm lazy, but there will be one tomorrow. It's a good one, so look out for that. But anyways, that's it for today, so hope you guys enjoyed, etc., etc. Rate, comment, sub, and later, guys.